Hi, everybody.
Hi.
How is everybody?
Very good.
Great, great. Thank you guys for coming out. I'm so excited to show everybody the collection and the line, and really excited to be here. Okay, so do you want to come this way? So this dress actually was inspired by the kind of late 60s, early 70s peasant tops, which I'm a huge fan of. And I wanted to do a dress version of this top. I am such a huge fan of this style. It just really brings me back to that time. I wanted to work with, I really love mixing different colors, mixing different prints. Part of what House of Harlem 1960 stands for is just kind of throwing out the idea of trends, throwing out the idea of rules. And what I really love about that time is that the idea of clashing really didn't exist. And so, I chose colors like blue, pink, silver, and white. And instead of making them clashing, I kind of muted them all together so that you were able to, just have different colors without feeling like you were necessarily clashing. And I did different prints within the dress as well, and I feel like it gives it a little bit of dimension. This necklace it's called the 5 Station. It's actually 7 stations. I don't know why they named it 5, but it is. This necklace is the first necklace that I ever designed. It's been around since the first collection, and I did it in black for the first collection. And people really gravitated towards it, and it truly goes with everything, and so I've kept it within every season. The ring that she's wearing also, that's the Starburst cocktail ring. That's been around since the first collection as well, and it's more of a statement piece. I wear it all the time. It's one of my favorite rings. And then the clutch that she's wearing has the jaguar head. I love jaguars. I just think that they're so chic and cool. And I did in this colorway. It's blue velvet, which I'm a huge fan of blue. I just think it's luxe and really beautiful. So that's what this look is. Can we have the next one? Hi. So this sweater is from my last fall collection. This is one of my favorite sweaters. I wear this sweater on planes, I wear it to the movies. It really feels like a blanket with sleeves on, and I was kind of inspired by that Navajo feel. This comes in just the gray, black and white also. This is one of my favorite go-to sweaters. It really goes with anything. Jeans and a t-shirt, it can go over a dress with leggings and a sweater. It's just one of those great just throw on pieces that just really feels uplifting when you wear it. The necklace that she's wearing is the necklace version of the Starburst cocktail ring that I was telling you guys about. It's, again, been around since the first collection. It's one of the classic House of Harlem 1960 pieces. And this suede top is sleeveless. As you can see, there's fringe here. I'm a huge fan of fringe. You'll see fringe really throughout the whole collection. Fringe just makes me feel like I'm at a party. It just makes me feel like, I'm having fun. As you can see, the fringe is right here in the clutch also. And with this collection, we brought in different skins with the clutch. The bracelet that she's wearing, this is the Aztec bracelet. This comes in, I would say, almost every color. This is, again, has been around since the first collection also, and I really like to just stack them up my arm and kind of mix the different colors together. And then the jeans that she's wearing, I do not love wearing jeans. I just think after a few years they get really restricted. I mean, they get really restricting. And if you're wearing them all day, they're just not fun. So these I designed, they're incredibly comfortable. You can wear them all day, and the bell is kind of just that wink to the late 60s, early 70s. And that's this look.
Okay, so Nicole here. So Nicole, would you just take everybody through the journey of House of Harlow and how did it start?
Sure. So I started House of Harlow 1960 because I am a huge fan of the 60s and the 70s. I started off really being drawn to the music of that time, listening to classic rock, listening to Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, David Bowie, and once I started watching videos of that time and really getting in touch with the music, when you're watching videos of that time, you can see how people are really just really led by their emotion, and I think it started with music, but it really bled into the rest of everybody else's lives. And so the next step was fashion. And if you really pay attention to that time, like I said, the idea of clashing did not exist. There were no trends, there were no rules. Everybody was dressing for themselves and using fashion as a form of self-expression. And kind of using it as a way of, this is who I am, and this is how I'm feeling, and how I want to present myself to the world. And that is what makes fashion fun, and that's what I wanted to bring back to fashion today. And so that's why I started House of Harlow. I started out with costume jewelry. The collection was very small. I really wanted to take the time and really, nurture this brand and have a very strong signature. And so I started just with costume jewelry. I later expanded into my second collection was footwear, and then apparel, and slowly expanded into eyewear and handbags. And then I just took my first step into home fragrance with candles.
Nicole, as an entrepreneur, as you started your business, what was your thoughts like, and were you scared of failure, or you just took the risk, or you can tell us about that?
I always knew that House of Harlow was going to be a lifestyle brand. I wanted to take it slowly. Again, I do feel like my customers know me, and I didn't want to just put my name on something. I wanted to have a strong signature of what this brand is. And when I thought about it being a lifestyle brand, I thought to myself, I started working on this brand. I was about 24, and I was just kind of taking my first steps into adulthood. And my only examples of adulthood were my parents and my parents' friends, and I just felt like I wasn't there yet. I felt like I wasn't a kid, but I wasn't a full adult. I wasn't wearing the beige turtlenecks and walking like this. So I said, I really want to kind of build this world for all women out there that are taking this journey also, and kind of taking their first steps into adulthood and figuring out who they are. And with House of Harlow, it's not so much the brand saying this is how you need to wear it. Every piece, especially with the jewelry, it's meant to be layered. Every piece of the clothing is meant to be combined with the clothes that you have in your closet. And it's really about expressing your individuality, getting in touch with who you are, and really just expressing yourself.
Okay, so let's take questions from the audience. Anybody? Yeah.
What's hi Nicole, sorry.
Hi.
What's next for House of Harlow?
We just took our first name. Well, first of all, I got this dress I bought a month ago at a vintage fair. This is vintage Dior. I got this about a month ago at a vintage fair, and I haven't worn it yet. And I brought it here, and when I got here, I was so inspired by everybody else's fashion that I was so excited to wear this tonight. This is not what I was planning on wearing tonight, but I happened to bring it. And the style here is so inspiring. I mean, I really feel like the women of Dubai are not afraid to take risks and be who they are and have fun with fashion, have fun with accessories, and really find ways to just be 100% who they are. And that's what House of Harlow is all about, which leads to the next question, which I would love to have a store here. I really feel comfortable here and inspired here, and it's just such a different world than LA. It's so exciting and fun and cool. So that would definitely be amazing.
The lady at the back.
Hi.
Besides her name, how else is your daughter influenced you?
Well, she is Middle East as a whole. I've never even been to this part of the world before, so I truly didn't know what to expect. It's such a just cool, fashion-forward city. I mean, I have to say this is the most fashion-forward city that I've ever been to, and it's very. I mean, it's not I'm not surprised, but I am. I didn't know what to expect. The city's so fun. I wish that I had a few more days here.
Hey, it's just about your jewelry collection.
Yes.
Every season you reproduce your classics, like your stars and necklaces.
Yes.
Everything. What inspired the colours each season? Do you have inspiration? And the textures as well change?
The textures change. As far as color, it kind of depends on what's going on with the rest of the line. So it is important because this is a brand. It's important for everything to kind of be cohesive. So it can really.
We wrap up this and then take a group picture.
Yeah. I just want to say thank you all for coming. I'm extremely excited to meet all of you, and this has been such an incredible experience. I'm so grateful to be here. It's so cool to just see how everybody is expressing themselves, and I really think that that's what fashion is about. I think that that's the fun part of fashion, and it really feels like you guys are having fun with that, and it's just so inspiring and makes me so incredibly happy. So thank you.
Thank you.